In this video, we're going to be exploring the importance of creating a healthy pH. One of the easiest ways to create a foundation of good health is to eat a diet that promotes an alkaline environment within the body. So let's firstly look at what pH actually means. pH stands for potential hydrogen, and is a scale at which we measure acidity or alkalinity. It relates to the concentration of acidic hydrogen ions in the substance being tested. So we have a scale of 0 to 14. 0 is very acidic, 14 is extremely alkaline, and 7 is neutral. Our body secretes many different kinds of fluids, and they all have a different pH. Perhaps the most important of these is our blood, which needs to be slightly alkaline at all times. Ideally, we want to keep enough alkaline-forming elements in our body fluid to maintain a pH of 7.365, which is easy to remember: 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. This figure reminds us that all week and all year, we want to keep the body at an optimum pH. Now let's consider the importance of acidity in the body. Food is obviously a big factor, and many foods consumed in the average Western diet are very acid-forming. Foods such as sugar, meat, wheat, fizzy drinks, coffee, alcohol, and processed foods. The body will always strive to maintain homeostasis and will do all it can to keep us alive. If the body becomes too acidic, eventually this would be fatal. So in order to buffer this acidity, it will leach alkalizing elements such as calcium, magnesium, potassium from the organs and bones. Apart from food, there are other factors that create acidity in the body. Things like constipation, a deficiency of minerals, liver and or kidney weakness, overconsumption of proteins, drug use, exercise, stress, and even negative emotions. When cells live too long in an acidic condition, they adapt to it by mutating. Long-term acidic conditions in our bodies provide the perfect environment for which disease to flourish. Diseases such as inflammatory conditions, candida, chronic fatigue, osteoporosis, dental problems, anxiety, frequent colds, digestive problems, low energy and premature signs of aging. Also, if you feel forgetful or spacey or constantly disorganized, it may be because of acidity in the body. In contrast, when we are alkaline, our minds will feel very clear. So how do we get ourselves into an alkaline state? Many people become confused with regards to alkaline and acid foods because they think it refers to the actual food itself. For example, foods such as lemons and limes are often an area that cause confusion because they're considered to be acidic. And in their natural form, they are acidic. However, when they're metabolized in the body, they cause the blood to become alkaline, and so they're called an alkaline-forming food. So an alkaline diet is one that is rich in alkaline-forming foods, such as fruits and vegetables, pulses, nuts and seeds, and of course the lovely superfoods like spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass and chlorella. Ideally, your diet wants to be formed of 70 to 80% alkaline-forming foods, and the remaining amount will be acid-forming. It's impossible to talk about alkalizing without talking about chlorophyll. The key to keeping the body at an optimum pH is to eat chlorophyll-rich foods, and the easiest way of doing this is to eat your greens. Greens are basically liquefied sun energy. No life is possible without chlorophyll, as the chlorophyll molecule is a basis for every form of carbohydrate on the planet. Chlorophyll takes care of our body due to its ability to heal and cleanse. Chlorophyll is very similar in makeup to hemoglobin. The only difference is that hemoglobin has iron as its central molecule and chlorophyll has magnesium. So it's a great energy travelling around the body. It is nourishing for the blood and it helps to cleanse the liver. It also improves the efficiency of oxygen transport around the body. One superfood that's particularly rich in chlorophyll is chlorella. Now in the UK, we seem to be decidedly shy of fruits and vegetables, particularly the green stuff. The government recommends just 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables a day, which sounds pretty easy. However, a recent survey of 2,000 people showed that just 10% were achieving this goal. Now, I'm not sure why the government came up with this mythical 5 a day. I can only think they thought it was an achievable goal. In contrast, in France they recommend eating 10 pieces a day, and Japan's government recommends eating 13 pieces of vegetables and 4 pieces of fruit. The science is all there. The more fruit and vegetables you eat, the healthier and happier you will be. The best way we know of bumping up your intake of fruits and vegetables is by using juices and smoothies. Food is not the only factor that affects our body pH. Interestingly, the breath can also play an important role. We typically breathe too rapidly, which leads to a build-up of oxygen in the bloodstream and a corresponding decrease in carbon dioxide. This upsets the acid-alkaline balance. By slowing the breath down and maintaining a good balanced inhalation and exhalation, it helps to calm the mind and keep a healthy pH. So practicing simple daily breathing practices can make a big difference to the health of the body and mind. We have included a download called The Breath of Life that will guide you through some simple but wonderfully relaxing breathing and mindfulness practices. Our emotions can also play a key role in the pH balance. Emotions such as stress, anger, jealousy, fear are all acid-forming emotions, whereas emotions such as peace, gratitude, forgiveness, love, joy and laughter are all alkaline-forming. So the key is to laugh more, love more and give daily gratitude for our lives. Now you've listened to all this wonderful information and you're probably thinking that's great, but how on earth do I work out what my pH is? Well, you'll be pleased to know that it's easy to do. One good way is to just monitor how you're feeling. If you're feeling tired, lethargic, depressed and stressed and have several health problems, then the chances are your body's going to be in a pretty acidic condition. However, if you're feeling healthy, calm and full of energy, then you're going to probably have quite a healthy pH. However, if you're anything like me, you like good, hard, quantifiable evidence. So you'll be pleased to know there's a simple test you can do. You just get some litmus papers, which come in a booklet, which looks like this. Okay, each morning you just rip off a bit of the paper before you've eaten or drunk anything and place it onto your tongue. Hold it on for a few seconds. Then you take it out and compare it to the colour chart that's inside the booklet. You can buy these from our website. I want to finish on an important note. We've placed a lot of emphasis on alkalising. However, it's important to recognise that you can also become too alkaline, and this creates its own set of health problems. So it's all about balance and not doing anything to extremes. The Chire 14-day Inside Out Beauty Programme focuses on delicious alkaline-forming foods. These will naturally cleanse the body of toxins and will leave you feeling fresh, energised and inspired by life.